Kitakubu.
What's up everyone, KitaSean here. So as you guys already know, we had a live stream yesterday for Fate Ground Order NA, and it mainly focused on Lost Belt Chapter 2, the Eternal Icy Fire Sentry Gutu Minagu, the Good Fellow of Everlasting Flame, which is actually going to be releasing pretty soon. To be more specific, an hour from now. I'm actually recording this around 2 a.m. on June 23rd, so literally an hour from now, you guys are going to be playing Lost Belt Chapter 2 unless maintenance prolongs, which I hope that doesn't happen, so knock on wood. So yeah, Lost Belt Chapter 2 is releasing really soon. It's one hell of a chapter. I highly recommend reading it, guys. It's such a great chapter, one of my favorites in the Lost Belt series. So let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit. So we have the synopsis for Lost Belt Chapter 2, so you guys can get an idea what might happen during this chapter. We have some screenshots. We have the trailer for Lost Belt Chapter 2. Check it out if you haven't watched it. It's so awesome. Philia here is going to be the second cryptid that you guys are going to fight up against. Here's the little profile, so you guys can check that out yourselves. And then they didn't reveal this during the live stream, but the master level cap is going to increase to 150. Right now, NA is 140. So once Lost Belt Chapter 2 drops, 150. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You guys are caught up to JP then. I think for Anniversary and JP, we might get a level cap increase, so we'll see. But scrolling down a little bit more, we have the materials. We have the Giant's Ring and Aurora Steel. These materials will be very useful and needed for servants from Lost Belt Chapter 2. And of course, Scotty, which again, we'll talk about in a bit. So let's go ahead and talk about the gacha a little bit. So Sigurd, Brynhild are limited. Valkyrie is going to be permanent. If you guys are targeting Valkyrie, then I highly recommend to not roll for this gacha. She will eventually come to you. Plus, if you have Parvati, then you already have a great Lancer Farmer. That's a quick servant. And most likely, you guys are getting the guaranteed or the free SR soon. So you can just pick her then. Sigurd, I said this before and I'll say it again, you don't have to roll for him now. He will come back during the New Year's. And then again, Scotty is coming really soon, especially in NA. Like she's coming in 2 days. Like they announced during the live stream that the anniversary is going to be on June 25th, which is now 2 days from now. So you guys are going to be having a very busy week when it comes to FGO. Like you have Lost Belt Chapter 2, the anniversary. Like I really thought that they're gonna give you guys a week to play Lost Belt Chapter 2, but then no, like they're just gonna throw you into the anniversary in a couple days. So that's pretty crazy. But if you guys are really gonna wail for Sigurd, I highly recommend to not, because you guys are going to be getting a bunch of quartz during the anniversary. So just wait for the anniversary, get those quartz, and use those quartz on Sigurd if anything. Yeah. But scrolling down a little bit, we have 3 new CEs: Child of Atlas, 5-star, Cleaner, 4-star, and Sakura Special Bento. Brynhild is getting an animation update, and a couple other servants are also getting animation updates, which we'll talk about in a bit. So here's the profiles for the servants. Here are the craft essences. 5-star Child of Atlas. This is actually a pretty good one. I actually really like this one. I use this every now and then. Apply Ignore Defense, apply 35% special attack Berserkers for yourself. Cleaner is actually not that bad for your art servants and critical. And Sakura Special Bento, it's whatever. So you don't really need this. You can just burn it from mana prisms. But yeah, it's basically about it on the gacha side. I mean, you can watch Sigurd's MP if you want, as well as Valkyrie's. But yeah, it's basically about it for Lost Belt Chapter 2. But let's go ahead and check out the animation updates here. So animation updates, we're gonna be, I think it's this one right here. Yeah, here we are. So Arjuna is getting an animation update. Nightingale is getting an animation update, as well as Rama. We recently got this in JP, so you guys are very lucky to get this super early. Arjuna's animation update is really cool. You guys get the bed attack with Nightingale, which is pretty awesome as well. And Rama's animation updates are awesome as well. So it's again really awesome that you guys are getting this really early. So with that, let's go ahead and go to the engine update. So here we are with the game update. We have a lot of stuff to talk here because they actually only revealed like 2 or 3 things during the live stream. But after I saw this page, I was like, holy crap, you guys are getting a lot of stuff. So the game update will give you the new follow icon, which allows new players to use stronger players to carry them in the main quest. So again, if you're new, use this function. It's very useful. You guys are also going to be getting the repeat quest menu, so you can repeat a quest after you clear it. So click the repeat button, select the support again, and then boom, go right back into the quest. Makes farming a lot faster and a lot easier. And then you have your craft essence and servant switching, so it makes it easier to switch craft essences off servants. Like for example, if you have a kaleidoscope on Emiya and you want to put it on Saber, then you can do that through the menu screen instead of going to the CE screen. Same thing with the support setup, you can do it in the support setup, which is very convenient. Mashu is going to get her class skill, which allows her to give everyone a 20% bond boost, which is very nice. And then the resume quest mid cutscene, this is coming for NA, which is again very useful. So if you exit out during a story chapter or a quest, you can go right into it once you open your game again. So this is again very nice. I use this all the time. You can now change the speed of the text, and you can change your event setup. Like you can have normal and event quest setups, which is like very useful. You can also now select battle voice lines for your servants and hide their names or keep their names hidden. You also have the automatic burning feature, which is very useful. You also have the event quest select support filter expand. You have the automatically display advantages class when selecting support. This is super useful, by the way. The automatic material selection for servant enhancements. You guys are getting the display important presence. You guys are getting the mystic code copying for the parties. The craft essence filter. This is actually a big one. This makes craft essences you can basically just find your craft essences super fast. Now you can sort them out with like quick buffs or QP, bond up, etc. This is again very useful. It looks like the servant filter is not coming in yet. That will come in probably later this year or maybe early next year. We'll have to just wait and see. But you guys are getting this early, which is again really nice. You can now hide dialogue, which is again really cool. Now you can take screenshots of your favorite backgrounds or your favorite servants without the dialogue in the way. MP leveling is going to be a lot easier. Burning and selling your craft essences is going to be a lot easier. Repeating summons is going to be there now, which is very useful. And then you can get rid of the menus in my room so that you can screenshot your servants. And yeah, it's basically about it. Oh, we actually have all this right here, the improvements for UI. It's going to show these servants are have advantages or weaknesses against, like, so the orange arrows mean that they are strong against the enemies in this quest. Blue arrows meaning that they are weak against the enemies in this quest, which is very useful. I actually always look at that because I always forget to see the enemy details sometimes, so that's actually really nice to have. You can now also drag your finger to select multiple items on your menu screen, and then the bond point display is going to be separate now, which is nice. Then you have your details on your command cards and stuff on your servants during battle, which is super useful. Then you have your information on the quest, so it's going to show all the enemies and materials that are in that quest. And then you have your enemy class tendency displayed so that you can see when you do the party setup. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff in this update. Like, this is huge. Like, you can scroll now for your mystic code. You have this is actually something that we got recently in JP. You guys are getting this now. That's pretty crazy. The free quest icon added on the area map, we got that recently in JP. You can alter your AP. The frag exchange button is going to be there in the mission menu. So yeah, you guys are getting a bunch of stuff for this engine update. This is one crazy update. Like, JP, this is unheard of to get all these updates in like one engine update. So yeah, this is pretty cool for NA. You guys are getting a lot of stuff like in a couple of minutes or like 30 minutes from now. But yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, that's basically about it. Again, you guys are getting the anniversary in a couple of days, which is crazy. That literally, again, surprised me. I really thought that they're going to give you guys a week for Lost Belt Chapter 2. But yeah, you guys are going right into Scotty. So Scotty is coming early for you guys. So good for you. And hope you guys get her because, again, she's very useful. The next time you see her is probably going to be a year and a half unless they do something crazy. So yeah, that's again basically about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed and enjoy Lost Belt Chapter 2. You guys are really gonna like it. Laters.